Hey guys, it is time for another reaction video. I'm starting this one off a little bit different from usual just because as a subject matter, this song is by Ren. It's titled Suicide, and you can see YouTube has an official notification here to proceed, and you can dial 988 if you need help. And if you're watching this on the original video, there should be a chat button as well. So let me go ahead and say that I understand and proceed and get this blown up. So yeah, so let's get straight into this one. It was just released yesterday. I think it was yesterday, or it may have been the day before, but I recently started doing Rin reactions maybe in the last 2 months. I'm still working through his entire library. But I know that this was a pretty anticipated song from him. And given his illnesses and the things he's battling with, I can only imagine how much meaning there's going to be in this song. So enough from me. I'm going to try my best to hold my comments and thoughts to the end of the song, but I may be pausing it along the way. We'll see how it goes. Let's go.
Through the cracks of the night sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Sick boy, bitten by a tech boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges.
Real quick, just a couple of things because I don't want to forget some of the things. First, visually, this is an amazing video. The style of it, the artwork, just really amazing. Like, I know that this artwork has been emerging a lot more recently in the last year or two. At least I know it's been around longer than that, but it seems to really be prevalent right now. And I dig it. I like how it kind of like it's ever changing. But I saw that he had the pig mask, and I mentioned that in one of the previous ones, how that seems to be a recurring theme is that the pig mask is introduced into his songs. And some people commented and said that for Ren, it's kind of like he wants people to have their own take on what the pig represents. Which I think is cool because he wants you to have your own interpretation. And then the other thing is I noticed he made reference to Sick Boy in one of the other tracks. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but it seems so far like some of this song is kind of coming full circle to a lot of his previous work, which I think is really interesting. We're only a minute and 33 seconds in. But I just wanted to share those quick thoughts before I forgot some of this stuff, because I'm trying to just take all this in. Let me roll it back just a little bit.
So fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armour. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Do another pause real quick, and it seems like the chorus, it seems like kind of how I'm interpreting it so far is, even though he's thought about suicide over and over and over, it's never really been quite the right time to do it. So it's like the thought has crossed his mind, but he hasn't followed through on it. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but let me know what you guys think, if you're kind of interpreting it similarly to that.
Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. 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 It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sega, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plaster cast. The truth is that the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd. Fuck.
That's pretty deep. For those of you who are real familiar with Ren, if you're able to fill in the blanks, it sounds like he lost someone close to him. I can't tell if it's like his brother, like his actual real brother, or maybe he's using the term brother as in a close friend. But if you have more insight on this, of who this is, the person he lost, and maybe how long ago it was, and it's obviously it sounds like somebody took their life from jumping from a bridge. Death is never easy. Suicide makes it even worse. I've had an unfortunate amount of people that I've lost over the years, and an unfortunate amount of people who took their own lives. I don't. It makes you wish that you could have been there at that moment to let them know that they didn't need to leave, that there's other options, but you can't change the past, you know. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's a tough subject, you know. At the beginning of this video, there was the number that you could call. I think you can dial it from your phone. It's 988 here in the States. So if you're battling something, you know, reach out. Get help. Don't go down that path. Let me roll it back just a little bit.
Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening. I love you, man. I miss you absurd. Fuck.
I didn't realize that was the very end. Wow. Just by the title, I assumed that this was going to be a pretty deep song. And Jen, like, you know, I've only reacted to about 20 or so songs from Ren. Some of them were from his other bands, but you can tell that there's some depth in his music, and a lot of it is pain, from his illnesses, his physical illnesses, his mental illnesses as well, as a result of being misdiagnosed. Yeah, like I said a minute ago, man, death is a touchy subject, and suicide is even more. So check on your loved ones. If there's those friends that you haven't heard from in a while, and on the surface things might seem okay, shoot them a message, a text message, call them, social media, whatever way you can. Make it a point to reach out to people. Don't just let that space and that distance get bigger and longer, and that gap of communicating continue to grow. If you truly care about your friends, your family, your loved ones, and the people that mean something to you, make an effort to stay in their lives, be a part of their lives, check in on them, and make sure that they're doing well. So we'll wrap this one up here. I paused a couple of times, had some thoughts, some questions. If you guys are able to help me fill in the blanks on some of that stuff, please comment below and let me know. If you want to see more Ren reactions for me, there'll be a playlist at the end of this video that you can check out with probably about 20 other reactions. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.